Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tajen, also known as Empress 1111. If you're new to my channel, welcome and please hit the subscribe button. There was actually a lady who used to work at my old job. She actually was a Muslim lady, and I remember this like it was yesterday. She gave me a prophecy that 5 of my sons would help me to help people in the new world. And I never thought in a million years that this lady would be right. I never thought that I would be doing anything that had to do with spirituality and consciousness and raising the vibration of those that are around me and even my own vibration, so we can make adjustments to the new earth. I am a part of the 144,000, and most likely if you're here and you're tuning in, so are you. I have been hand selected, and so have you, along with many others, to raise the consciousness on the earth. A new world is being born, and it is founded upon love, higher vibrational frequencies, and higher consciousness instead of fear, hate, and greed, which are the old earth's energies and what it was anchored on. This new world is gaining ground, becoming stronger, yet it also needs its protectors during this precious and most important time of birth. There are so many of us that are here as light workers, light bearers, and spiritual warriors. For those of you who already know me, know that my name is Tajen. Tajen means to cut through the illusion. One of my duties is to help inspire people so that they can prosper. Another one of my duties is to help inspire people so that they may thrive in peace and harmony with the wisdom of the new earth, which is the new way. And honestly, it's not really new at all, but is rather ancient. You see, this way of being defies conventional thinking and living, and one would have to make an executive decision to live from their heart space. I have a passionate desire to help humanity move forward with enormous positive energy and compassion and desire, to help them to obtain a meaningful contribution and a sacred purpose, a divine purpose that is. There is a divine shakeup that is going on, and I know if you listen to some of my broadcasts, you will hear me speak of it. And so one must be willing to shake up things in their lives for this right cause as well. You are being required by Source to make the necessary changes for the evolution of your soul. Warriors have to bring truth out of the darkness into the light when others would rather trade their fear in and wish to keep it hidden in secret. It takes a lot of courage to stand for what is right, even if you have to stand alone. We have the creative visionaries, the holy hustlers, and the sacred guardians of the soul that are alongside us, that are helping us raise the vibration and the energy of the new earth. I want to talk to you about cycles. We're at the beginning of a new cycle here upon the earth. We're dying to our old selves and we are experiencing a new birth, a rebirth. The changing of times are now upon us, and a sense of finality of the old way as we depart from our past selves and cycles. We are now advancing into new ones, and they are now at present. Traditionally, most people will call this Judgment Day or Armageddon because it describes a time of an ending, a destruction. It also marks a time of the accumulation of karma. As we close out key points in our lives and what no longer serves us, it gets destroyed. People, places, and things. And no matter how much you try to hold on to these things, you cannot. Now, in this new season that we are in, our points are being tallied. Our decisions and our actions of the past will carry us to the next level. And in this level, we'll begin to have a natural ebb and flow. The new cycle and the new earth will be something that we will have to get acclimated with. In this process, we will find our evolution, the overall big picture, and the things that were once missing will be revealed. The transition from one chapter of our lives into another, for some of us, it will happen supersedingly fast. The literal earth is also moving through a major transformation as the entire planet also begins to move through the stages to usher in the new world, which is now here. The earth itself has taken a 90-degree turn, and it is beginning to experience two distinctive reactions to the new energies it moves into. The top half ascends into light, making its way into a new dimension of light, love, and truth. The bottom half begins to crumble and experience destruction, and it's a serious step for all particles and people to reach a higher dimension. You're being called. Just like water moves from ice to steam, it must shift its molecular frequency several times in order to rise. Many spirits are now ascending upward from the planet to rise into a new world in the higher dimensions along with the planet as well. So this is just not a human thing, you see. The risings of the phoenix is what it is likened to because this signifies a rebirth in which we experience as we pass key points on our journey. Just know that you are going through an evolution process. You are coming to the beginning of the end. This thing that you are going through currently in your life represents a time of completion, endings, transformations, and a solidification of a new way of life. You can no longer turn back now. From this moment on, it is completely up to you what new changes you create for yourself. This is often a great time to look back and see how far you've come, and all that you have done at this point is all derived from this past cycle that you just came out of, so that you can gain a sense of where you may go from here. In a completely practical sense, this is like a graduation day. After you graduate high school, you don't want to start back at the elementary level, do you? I think not. Through introspection and self-evaluation, you can learn what you truly want and how to make it happen. When you pull out of these crossroads in your life, the way will be made clearer. We are a product of our environment. If you feel you are being called somewhere in life, then this is a reminder to listen to that beckoning call. Jump through the gateway while it's still open, and don't get stuck in the destruction of the old earth. You must take care to remember that all that you are feeling and experiencing is a result of your actions, and that your decisions that you made along the way, whatever you experienced as good and bad, were the results and the consequences of all actions, an accumulation of all the experiences as described by previous actions, spinning back to the very first steps you took when you began your spiritual journey, or at least this particular cycle of it. Remember to forgive yourself and others for anything you still might be holding on to. Forgive it. Let it go. You don't want to be a person that never comes to know how to forgive, do you? I hope not. Once you do this, you'll experience the memories of them. They will not bear any influences over you anymore or your life. These are the final steps of change in your life. Keep your head up, keep your heart open, and enjoy the ride because it has just begun. Now let's talk about the light. What the light is and what it is used for and what it represents. The light is used for its illuminating power, and it brings solutions. This is also a creative power and is infinite. It is a constant reminder that spirit is always with you. The light represents the formless, shapeless, unknowable, and undeniable source for which the entire cosmos was birthed, and proceeds forth and serves as a reminder that no matter what we think we know, we really know nothing at all. And that there is a higher power. It is connected to the light. We draw from this light. And it speaks to the revealing and illuminating of everything that is hidden. And everything that is hidden will eventually be revealed. This is a total illumination of the lifting of the veil in order to vividly clarify and to see things that were once confusing. We have to honor the fact that the all-knowing has also the right to reserve what it is that we need to know in its own season and in its own due time. The limitless and eternal light is a never-ending stream of learning which can come from the awareness of the field, and even we cannot truly begin to comprehend what it means or what it has in store for us. Comprehension of it is reserved for God and God alone. Here, there are no limitations, and what is and what may come to be, it is a never-ending infiniteness which permeates everything. A spiral of infiniteness which is the force behind the invisible forces of reality. It is holy, righteous, and just. The divine revelation and the concealment of anything is at source energy's discretion. And this may elude some of you, because you may want to know what type of action you might need to take in regarding to a certain matter in your life at this particular time, or something inside that requires illumination. You may want to have it revealed, but this process is teaching you that sometimes Source must conceal things in order to make the reveal even greater. It's just like a play performance where the curtain is drawn in order to change the props when a scene is over. This is the concealment part, which hides the inner workings in order to reveal the luminescent message of the performance for the next scene. This is what is happening in the story of your life. Coincidence? I think not. Have hope because you are pure at heart. Hope and reunion after a challenging and dark time is now taking place. There will be a harmony in coming together and serves a sacred purpose after putting pain and conflict behind you. And birth is something pure, true, and determined. This will happen under the direction of the Great Spirit. Forgive yourself, forgive all that are involved, and lay claim to the purity of goodwill that is your most true and honorable nature at heart. Spiritual blessings is bestowed upon you at this very moment. Your actions are in accord with heaven's. Thy will be done. Your will has become the divine's will. So therefore, complete release and renewal shall take place. The good and the true will always triumph in the end. Have faith, for your prayers are being answered. And just know, in your heart of hearts, I know you know the answer. Your heart knows the answer. And in that direction, run. Run into that direction. In order to change the things in your life, you first have to change you. When you change yourself, you change your world. Welcome to the new world, everyone. I have come to the conclusion of this transmission. It is a good karma to like, share, subscribe, leave a donation, or a gift registry if you feel inclined to. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness, and so it is. Ashe.